You can do just about anything you want with your paralegal career. The skills that you've acquired throughout your paralegal career have opened up the door to unlimited employment potential opportunities. If you're looking for a paralegal career path that does not have the title paralegal, but that utilizes your paralegal skills and experience, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Pearson, founder of the Paralegal Bootcamp, and I'm on a mission to help paralegals earn more money, increase their career security, and enjoy what they do. Before I jump into this list, let me give you a caveat first. The different paralegal career options that I'm going to talk about, they do mostly apply to experienced paralegals, not all of them. And it doesn't have to be 20 years of experience. If you're a new or fairly new paralegal and any of these options sound good, then make a career development plan on what skills, certifications, and experience you want to get over the next few years so that you could transition to one of these if you choose to do so. Another thing I want to mention, the list of alternative paralegal career options that I'm going to give you are all of them from paralegals who I know who went from being a paralegal to these positions. So the titles might sound very specific. That's why. It's the title or position that they got as a result of their paralegal experience. First, I want to give you the ones that would apply in any practice area, and then I'll give you a few specific ones that would apply to paralegals who have worked in specific practice areas, because that specific experience is what helped them get the position. Okay, so number one, legal staffing recruiter. 2, professional development and training manager. 3, pro bono coordinator. 4, project manager for a legal support vendor. 5, business development or a sales position for a legal support vendor. Professional blogger or marketer to the legal field. A mediator, conflict specialist for a law firm. Now let me give you some more practice-specific options. So if you're a litigation paralegal, there's litigation support analyst. There's a project manager for a litigation support company or an e-discovery software company. There's an executive position at a venture capital company. Yeah, I knew a real estate paralegal who did that. Legislative affairs director, and that was for a county government agency. And the one I knew went from working in government contracts, like in the government contracts department in a law firm, and then to that position, then later went to work for a corporation doing similar work. And then there's an executive working for a cell phone service provider. The one I knew was a real estate paralegal who went to work for AT&T or Verizon, something like that, and was working for contracts for new store locations and cell phone tower leases. There's a foreclosure specialist, contracts administrator, investigator, or process server. In fact, I just interviewed one. The interview's coming out this next week, I think, on the podcast. The list of alternative paralegal career options could be unlimited. Start by doing a Google search for one of the titles on the list, and you're going to discover even more job opportunities that are gained from prior paralegal career experience. Ask yourself, what do I enjoy most about being a paralegal? Are you a litigation paralegal who enjoys networking and sales conversations? Then maybe a sales position for a legal vendor would be a better fit than managing document review projects as a litigation paralegal. Are you a litigation paralegal who's been working in e-discovery with a lot of the e-discovery tools? Maybe you would enjoy working for an e-discovery software company as a project manager. Are you a corporate paralegal who enjoys maybe the operations and the financial side of managing projects? And maybe if you have an undergraduate degree in business management, then maybe you would be a VP of operations or an office administrator at a small company that would allow you to combine your education with your paralegal skills and experience. What do you have experience in? What are you good at? And what gets you motivated? Are you a litigation paralegal who loves to do legal research and writing more than interacting with clients? Then a job maybe as a researcher would get you more research assignments than being a paralegal at a large law firm when they've got dozens of associates doing the research. Another alternative paralegal career path might be the legal publishing companies or online research companies if you enjoy the research. When you're thinking that it's time to start Act 2 of your career, that's why I mentioned most of these positions do kind of take on or they develop because of all the skills that you've taken on over the years being a paralegal. All right, you know me, I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan. Some actionable strategies that you can walk away with to be able to look at some of these alternative paralegal career options. Step 1, spend some time thinking about what it is that you're passionate about. This does not mean thinking about the new title that you want. It means do some soul searching on what makes you happy and what do you enjoy about your paralegal career and what don't you enjoy. This needs to be real thinking time. In other words, turn off the TV, the radio, all the other devices, and just think. Think about what it is that makes you happy. What aspects of your paralegal job do you actually enjoy? What aspects don't you enjoy? And where are your strengths? Which leads me to number 2. Do a career assessment. If you've been working as a paralegal for most of your career, it might be helpful to talk to a career coach or take a career assessment. I'm telling you, it would be worth the investment to learn, like, what areas do I actually excel in? And what brings me the most joy and satisfaction? A career coach, I know, could be a little pricey, but they can help you assess what your professional situation is with more insight, analysis, honesty, and encouragement. A coach can evaluate your work history to help better define your skills and abilities too. They can also help build confidence to overcome maybe some limitations that you've put on yourself. Coaching sessions can help you explore your career strengths. They could put you in a whole new direction. You know, the best investment I ever made after going into business was to hire a coach. I wish I'd done it when I first started. She could have saved me from years of struggling. And no, I don't do coaching. Step 3, know what that new field requires for employment success in that field. Some career alternatives might require some additional education or training to get into that industry when you're ready to decide to transition from a paralegal to another field. Find out what those are before you make the decision. If you're interested in a sales position, you might want to explore a course on sales. You might also want to talk to as many legal support vendors as possible to learn what it takes to be successful in that area. Make sure you understand the pros and the cons. There's cons to every position that you could transition into. And then step 4, we've got to update your resume. If you've spent most of your career working as a paralegal in a law firm, it's probably been a while since you took a look at your resume, especially from that different perspective. First, you'll want to make sure that your resume is up to date, but then you have to look at that list of paralegal skills that you've acquired throughout your career and revise your resume to focus on those transferable skills that are going to apply to the career path that you want to take. One place to start is to search for job postings for that new position and see which skills they list as preferred and which skills they list as must-have. That's what I tell all new paralegals as well. And literally pull those out, put them into a bullet point checklist side by side, preferred, must have, and go through and work on checking them off. All right. I hope this was helpful. If you know of other paralegal career titles or titles that people have transitioned to that I didn't cover, jump in the comments below and share the knowledge. Everybody will appreciate it. All right. Bye for now.